It's 11:11. Okay, I'm going to talk about telepathy a little bit, and then also whatever I feel like talking about. So, more in telepathy, the way that you can telepathically communicate with somebody is by realizing that that person that you're talking to is a projection of your own self, and through that you tap into their wavelength and send a message. But it's not sending a message particularly, it doesn't feel like that. It feels more like you're just talking to yourself. So like in your mind you send yourself a message that you want to like say to somebody else, but like you're saying it to yourself. So like you just like I don't know, you basically just have to put yourself in a level of consciousness where you can realize that the other person is a projection of yourself, and by that understanding you can talk to yourself. And people think that like distance and time like make something like out of themselves. Distance and time are just projections of mind as everything else. So like there's no difference between okay, the only reason that you believe that I'm talking to you right now is because you see me on a screen, right? But like if you put yourself in a state of consciousness where you wanted to telepathically communicate, or you were able to telepathically communicate, then there would be no distance in time here. So like it wouldn't be as if I recorded this in the past. It would be as if I'm recording it right now and talking to you through through this camera. And you can be in that state of consciousness, like for real. And like we could have telepathic communication through the camera, because there's no difference between time and space, and everything's just connected. So like it's so hard to put into words, but like basically in order to telepathically communicate, realize number one, we're all connected, and that when you are talking to somebody else, you are talking to a projected portion of your own self, and yourself, this massive self, is God. God is you and everything in this conscious field. So everything that you perceive is God perceiving itself. And then so like everything that you perceive is also a portion of God that's perceiving itself as well. So they're all perceiving themselves from different points of view from everywhere, all at one time. And that is what makes up reality in a way. But it's not obviously the complete, like makeup of reality, but like it's how most things are connected, at least. I mean, it's literally like there's a tree over there, and that tree is projecting a portion of its consciousness in every single direction around itself. So it has a perspective of all of the leaves and the entire body of the tree. So the body of the tree has a perspective of 360 degrees around the tree and underneath the tree and in the root systems under the ground. I don't know. It's just there's so much stuff, and there's so many perspectives, that they all together make reality. Like all of the perspectives of everything, like even this car, like the perspective of this car is also alive as much as your perspective is. And in that perspective, there is just as much consciousness as what there is in you. It's just that it hasn't awakened to the point of consciousness that we have as humans. So being where we are now, we can start to communicate with each other in a more loving and full way via understanding emotions and also understanding reason and logic. So, so basically, one side is exceptionally analytical, the other side is exceptionally emotional. So, there's a beauty in both sides of, like, life, right? Like, you have the positive and the negative, right? And in order for the entire thing to do its shifting as it needs to, they must be balanced. Which means a complete understanding or integration or relation with negative. So, seeing why negative people do the things they do and understanding it completely and loving it then integrates this negative things that are going on in life, maybe in the now. It integrates these negative things and turns them positive, and then it brightens or lightens the load on the planetary vibration, thus helping to alleviate suffering. Yeah. So that was a little bit about telepathy and a little PSA at the end. Thank you, and have a great day.